sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Today, Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Resistance is futile. Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Keep firing!
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
of this job that are instinct, but there's also a huge amount of information, and Claude helps me hold both at the same time. Oh my god, I'm so happy! So this is swarming. This is how bees naturally reproduce. It's like the hive is giving birth to itself. Modern beekeeping is really looking at how bees live in the wild. When they leave, they'll cluster somewhere like a branch, and that's where I would get a call.
Yes, I do, right in the front yard in a ginkgo tree.
Beekeeping, in my opinion, is mostly observation. And the more you sit with them, the more you get to know them. You get to know what's normal for them. They're just looking for a new home. I know. Every single situation, every single scenario is completely different. Claude has been helping me consolidate all of this data that I've been collecting of commonly asked questions and help me put it together in a one-page fact sheet that I can easily hand off to a client.
Where's the queen?
She's somewhere in there. It really forces you to use your intuition and also to have a relationship because there's no blanket solution. So I really have to sit with it and sit with the individual hive and the individual scenario and ask myself, like, what makes the most sense right now? There's only so much you can control. I think it's more about stepping into a partnership with nature. The deeper you look, the more interconnections you see between bees and everything else. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface.
This was heading on over that way.
Full of cuties, men. We need to be careful.
Switch between arrows.
What do you see, Ethan?
It'll probably take me a little bit of adjusting. Gotta hitting X to drop versus B, but it means I can use B to dodge. Well, I guess I could always just map I could map the bumper on my controller to be X still and dodge, and that way I use B to drop down. We'll see. If I don't adjust to it fast, I'll swap it back.
Killers, warriors. We should stay out of sight.
Do not happen while Ravenclaw lives. They fight like berserkers. Ava Wolf-Kissed killed a score or more single-handed.
They will now taste the slaver's will. And with Prince
To report, sir, ETA 3 minutes. They are not responding to
Keep trying, General. Their long-range comms might be down. Number one, let's discuss the situation.
Identity politics has a long history in the United States. You could fairly say it's the basis of the Civil War. Ultimately, this
An unexpected situation, number one. But such things come with the job. What do you think we should do?
Not an American. The American ideal, as stated in the Declaration of Independence and later reaffirmed in the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s, has always been a colorblind society in which people are judged based on merit and character. But toxic ideas have a white resurfacing. Identity politics is one of those ideas. The overriding question for those who embrace identity politics seems to be, who am I? On its own, the question is perfectly legitimate, but it easily becomes destructive when it demands that one's group identity be recognized in law, corporate hiring, and other areas of public policy. Once government begins handing out benefits, protections, or status on the basis of group identity, politics becomes a competition among tribes. Every group is encouraged to see itself not as a collection of individuals, but as a flock who claims on the state. This is not a recipe for national unity. It is a recipe for endless conflict. In the 19th century, the country was torn apart by racial ideology that claimed white people were inherently superior and therefore entitled to rule over others. That belief helped justify slavery and the denial of basic human dignity. Even after the Civil War, the country would then end slavery and take a century of hard-fought struggle to challenge that line and bring the nation closer to its founding.
I like that a lot more than the double tapping.
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist. Indeed. Yes, I don't know. Raising the shields done indeed.
Captain, our shields are collapsing. Well, here go the shields. On left. Engineering's bridge. Sir, we're cornered here. We need help.
Right. Number one, I want you to go to main engineering and read the security team that's there. Get those Borg off my ship.
Can't do this now. Relax.
I sent you a text at the price I need for the game I want. I was wondering if you would bring it up to Janet.
Blanking in and out.
I was wondering if you would bring it up to Janet.
What'd you say?
I was wondering if you would bring it up to Janet. To see if she'll approve it. She most likely will. She'll just want to know what it's for. Okay. Bye. replay. Oh fuck, why'd you stop? What's this? I'm gonna flip this 45! Oh, God! It's this fucking thing! Oh, man!
vessel has gone to warp and left the system. Based on the amount of... We...
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you.
All
on a
decks
ring
reporting in,
mission on the
sir.
ground.
We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is All decks reporting. I think...
Still running.
Hail, no response.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed. Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
ship is broadcasting its distress signal. I see.
I put together a damage report, Captain, and it's not good. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
Hey, Dad. Stop. My brother's watching. Alright.
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beat but took too much damage in main engineering. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to work.
I think it's what my ball was up to. Calculator. Bye.
There was a battle here recently between Starfleet and Klingon forces, and the amount of wreckage present is considerable. Despite the dangers involved, the salvage opportunities attract logic.
Bingo! I found some...
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons.
Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter and...
Oh, here I come. Look on my way, Kaepernick. Stay all over again.
I'll get everything.
Unfortunately, there are several since time.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your laser bangs to weaken shielded targets. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed. Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal? Captain, the Borg ship sustained damage. Understood. Now in...
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use...
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Multiple Borg vessels on sensors. These codes do not appear to be shielded.
Like they invisibly made a way part of the operation.
Activate high-yield torpedo. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Captain, the Borg have adapted. These vessels possess shields. Incoming transmissions.
This is Captain Pretty... I see, right.
So, the rumors are true. The Borg have returned. We've got our work cut out for us. Assimilation isn't agreed. We'll do it. I don't like this. Indeed it does.
We've arrived in the Pollux system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors. She's taken heavy damage and is not responding to our hails. Your orders? Sensors indicate several critical systems are offline, Captain.
Something's not right.
Sensors.
Press right on the D-pad to set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, auxiliary, or speed.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
This is Janeway. We're detecting some unusual gamma radiation levels. Try recalibrating your multispatial sensor array. That should provide a better...
The multispatial sensor array has been recalibrated, Captain.
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The board!
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
Motherfucker. You know what the fuck you're doing with? Fucking kill you. You not a cocksucker.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. I am an emergency medical hologram.
We'll send team. I've linked the iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer. Good. Head for probe number 2. One last probe, and we should be able to assemble all of the data. Send us the data so we can begin our analysis. We have our tech.
There is an I have set.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. All hands, battle stations.
They're firing. I need help.
Remember your training. Your starfleet officer. You got it.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
They're leaving. Scan their trajectory. I want to know where they're going. Concentrate fire on that sphere.
Direct hit.
All right. Here's how I see it, Captain. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. I want you, Voyager and...
We have to make our way...
Shields up. Red alert.
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
You need to warn...
Congratulations, Lieutenant.